Hello MBA aspirants, welcome to MBA 360. We have been doing a series of videos for you on IIMs and other colleges in terms of knowledge about the college and also about the placements, which is the most important part, I think, whenever you're deciding about any college. So we'll be talking about IIM Sambalpur today, its placement stats, salary data, recruiters, and role-wise, what is the percentage students who have gone where. So let's first talk about IIM Sambalpur in a bit. It is established in 2015, so it's part of the new IIMs, baby IIMs actually, who have come in. It has completed 10 years and it has moved to the new campus, which is out here. All IIMs are the Institute of National Eminence, so they have independence and all. The new campus is spread over 200 acres. NIRF ranking is 34, which has improved drastically over the years. Total students is 516. Male-female ratio is 50% each, so there is a huge gender diversity, and I think IIM Sambalpur is also one of the institutes which gives additional marks in the selection process for gender diversity. 95% of the students are outside of Odisha, so that is there. The faculty ratio is very good. If you see, there is 77 faculty against a total strength of 516, so this is almost 1:8 kind of a faculty, which is much better, almost comparable to the top 5-6 IIMs in terms of Blackie IIMs. So let's move to the placement data as per NIRF. In 2022, the median salary was 12.42, which has increased to 16. And then it has dropped to 13.15. If you look at in terms of intake, the intake has been 180, which has increased to 197 in 22-24, but the college has not been admitting all students. Against 180, it was only 165 in 2020. In 2021, it was 172. And again in 2022, where they had increased the intake, still there were 5 students which has seats were empty. It could be a possibility that, towards the end, the students has moved to some other private colleges, because that could be that some of the private colleges or other IIMs, better IIMs, if people have got through. The placement has not been 100%, but it has been 95% for the first 2022 and 23, and then it has been 90% in 2024. Do remember that NIRF data is slightly dated. The 2025 data will not be available because NIRF data collection happens a year before, and that's why we are data till 2024 batch. Placements against intakes is, as the intake has not been 100%, so it's slightly low compared to the placements against admitted. Median salaries has been the same as what has been reported to NIRF and the college. We keep showing you the data in terms of what is there in NIRF and what the placement institute data is, because we have seen that certain institutes has been trying to give a different data to NIRF, and they have published data which is lower or higher sometimes depending on different colleges. So we keep showing you this data always. Moving now to the data as per the institute in terms of top 10%, top 25%, top 50%. So in 21-22, overall average salary was 13.2 and the top 25% was up till 19 lakhs, moving 18.79 to be precise. In 22-23, average salary was 16.64. Remember, the median salary was around 14, but average salary was 16.64. So top 10% went up to 32 lakhs, 31.7. Then 25% was 25.19 and top 50%, so half of the batch was 20 lakhs. Basis this, you can say maybe the last batch of guys could have been around 15 lakhs or slightly lower, maybe 12 lakhs. In the last 23-24 batch, average salary was 14.21 and it has dropped in terms of top 10%, 20. If you say this figure matches to the average 15 salary of the previous year. So there has been a slight downwards, which is visible in most of the colleges, not only for IIM Sambalpur, but then it has been widely, spread was better. Here if you see 31.69 in 22-23 for top 10%, dropping to almost by 10 lakhs to 20.6. Here it is 20.76, but then at least half of the batch was 16.62. So the spread was not so wide in case of 23-24. When we try to spread in terms of offers across the roles, then general management was the highest. 28% of students got that role, and followed by finance, and then sales and marketing. And consulting was only 12%. Normally what you would see that consulting is the highest in the top colleges, going up to 40% for the black IIMs. But here it's the fourth largest in terms of category. Highest is general management, which is still good because after consulting, general management roles is what you would get. And then IT and product managements are 11% and 9% respectively. We have highest and mean salaries only for finance and IT and product management. In finance, it is 15.64. All 16 in both IT and product management. Highest CTC is 33 lakhs in finance, and then 22 in IT and product management. Then let's talk about the main companies who had come in. If you see, there were some consulting companies in terms of Infosys Consulting, Grant Thornton, you had PwC and Deloitte. Then you have finance companies in terms of ICICI Bank, American Express, you had Tata Capital, and even Rost and Sullivan, and NSE, SBI Caps, and Entity Data. Beyond that, you had TCS, Dabur, DS Group, Gartner, Duro, Bosch, Bharat Forge Kalyani, which is a manufacturing company, and even Big Basket. These were the main companies who has been visited. Even Physics Wala has visited IIM Sambalpur. We have also analyzed the LinkedIn profile for the alumni. So since this is a 10-year-old institute, they have only 2,000 alumni, which is showing up in LinkedIn. And as of now, there is not much of executive programs and others. So we are assuming almost 90% of these LinkedIn profiles would be the regular batch. The 5 major companies as per LinkedIn are ICICI Bank, Cognizant, Ethos, and Hindalco. In fact, the 4 major companies. And 164 alumni are working with ICICI Bank. Have worked at any point of time. Currently, it's 105. So almost 2/3 of the students are still working there. In Cognizant, 107, which has dropped to 36, so probably the churn has been higher. Even in Ethos, the drop is significant, almost 100 students have moved out. Hindalco, 50 versus 29. And remember that Hindalco has a plant very near to IIM Sambalpur, so that could be one of the reasons, and it is part of the Aditya Birla group. There also you see similar in terms of 60% of the students are still working or their alumni are still there. Moving to the locations, this is again as per LinkedIn data, 98%, almost 100% of the students are in India. So you don't see any students, 2% students abroad, which is only in United States, 33 if you see. Then largely in Mumbai, because finance was the second highest in terms of 18%. Then you have Delhi NCR 14%, Bangalore 9%, which is most of Karnataka, and Hyderabad or Telangana 7%. This is where the alumni spread it. So as we have seen the contrast compared to the top colleges where Bangalore and Mumbai continues to fare top, but then the US or the abroad alumni is normally 10% or more in top IIMs, but being a baby IIM, this is almost that there is very few students who have gone abroad. It would happen that as alumni grow, they get international exposure within the companies they have joined, and then it might grow. That's the advantage of being an IIM. Moving on, towards the end, I would request you again to subscribe to MBA 360 if you have not done that. We are making a lot of videos so that MBA 360 becomes a one-stop destination for you people. In case you want us to do video on something specific which you want, please comment in this video and we'll take it up subsequently. Thank you and wish you all the best.